Hello everyone and welcome to From the Heart Friday, session 169 with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B Creative Cardiology. Happy Friday to you. Today we are channeling our inner 80s child. So I got the bright pink fluorescent colors, I got my hair up, and I have a fun brand new technique for you. I just saw it earlier this week and I was so excited I had to share it with you. It is the Emboss Resist animal print technique, and it looks like if any of you 80s babies or parents or any of you from the 80s remember the Lisa Frank rainbow animal print style. There were stickers and trapper keepers and notebook folders and all kinds of things in this print. And so this technique mimics this Lisa Frank rainbow animal print of the 80s, and I'm excited to share it with you. I'm going to be using another hidden gem in the mini catalog. This is the Like an Animal print designer series paper. It's on page 45 of your mini catalog. I'm going to open it here. So you get 12 embossed sheets. So we've got like a leopard print. We've got, of course, some cheetah print in here. We've got zebra print. We have some crocodile. We've even got some giraffe. All right, so many fun embossed prints in here in the silver and the gold. They are textured. All right, and then the back side of the papers has a flat print of that same kind. So we've got our giraffe, and then we've got our crocodile and our zebra, all kinds of cool stuff. There's even like a fishtail mermaid scale print. That is, oh, I missed that one. All right, and we have our leopards again and our cheetahs. All right, so I feel like this is a hidden gem. And this amazing paper is so fun. I'm going to pair it with the Love Cats stamp set. That's been a really fun, whimsical favorite here. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. I love this. So the key to this is having 3 to 4 bright colors of ink. So I'm going to primarily be using out of the Brights collection. You know me, I'm not afraid of color. All right, and then your blending brushes. So the nice thing is the blending brushes in the catalog, I believe, are sold in sets of 3 or 4. So you just need a pack of blending brushes and your ink pads. And I'm going to show you how to go to town on these fun papers to create this fun animal print embossed resist technique. Okay, so thank you guys for sharing and joining me. All right, so we got Janelle and Wendy and Sheila and Pam. Thank you guys. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like my pink. So my pink here, I'm gonna pair that with our polished pink in color. And then I'm also going to be using, I'm gonna go really bright, I'm using Pacific Point. I'm gonna go with some Mango Melody, our polished pink. And then I am going to pull in a 4th color. Like I said, you need 3. So if you just have 3, I would start with these 3 because, of course, blue and yellow, when mixed together, creates green. And then pink and yellow, when mixed together, creates orange. And blue and pink, when mixed together, creates purple. So with just 3 colors of ink, a blue, a yellow, and a pink, you can actually create all the colors that you need. But just for the sake of this video, I am going to pull in some gorgeous grape. All right, so 3 ink colors from the Brights collection, and then your blending brushes to work with them. And I think you guys are going to love this. I was wowed when I saw it, and I can't wait to try it with you guys. All right, hey Monica, how are you? All right, so let me go ahead and flip here. And as you can see, I've got my Love Cats stamp set. All right, and then we've got our Like an Animal print designer series paper that we're going to be using. So today I'm going to be using, since we're using the Love Cats, we are going to do the cheetah print and the leopard print. And if you're wondering how to tell the difference, because I wasn't sure, I actually had to Google this. The cheetah print has more of a rosette pattern, and leopards are more solid spots. So that's why I'm saying we've got our cheetah print and our leopard print. And I wanted you to be able to see this technique in both the gold and the silver. So that's another reason why I'm doing both of those. But so we'll have all kinds of cats today. All right, so Like an Animal is on page 45 of your mini catalog. It's a 12 by 12. You get 12 sheets. All right, and then the Love Cats is earlier in the catalog, page 13 here. That's a super sweet one. Okay, so we've got all of this. As you can see from the sweater, we're going bold. We are going polished pink on this one, and I am going to offset that with a little bit of basic black here. So we're going to start out and build our card base, and then we'll do the fun stuff. Okay, so 5.5 by 8.5 here to get you started. And then we will adhere our layer of basic black. This is 4 by 5.25. All right, and I love that pop of pink with the black there. All right, and now I did cut a piece of basic white. I'm not gonna forget this time to do the inside. So this layer is 4 by 5.25. So again, I had all these little pieces, and I'm just sticking everything down that I can just to kind of get some things out of the way. All right, so we are left with our cheetah print. I have a little scrap that can go inside, so I have to make sure we color these at the same time. Then I've got 1 inch by 3.25 strip of basic white for our sentiment, a 1.25 piece of polished pink, and really this one doesn't matter how long. I went with 3 inches here, but we're going to kind of hide part of this behind our stitched circle. So if your polished pink scrap is a little bit shorter, that's okay. We're going to cover that up. So our circle here, that's for our cat. Actually, let's go ahead. We can get these stamped, and then we'll focus on our Lisa Frank rainbow embossed, or rainbow animal emboss resist technique here. I'm using our tuxedo black memento ink here on our cat. This is the little roly-poly cat. This is head over heels about you. I thought this one was really sweet. So we're going to stamp that right in the center of our circle here. And then, of course, we can't just leave that heart blank. We're going to come in with our polished pink. This is the dark polished pink Stampin' blend, and accent that a little bit. Okay, and then while we're at it, I'm going to stamp the sentiment head over heels about you. Also doing that in the tuxedo black memento, and I'm going to stamp that towards the right. Okay, so those pieces are ready to go. I'm going to get those stamps out of the way. Now with this, it is important that you bring in a scrap paper, piece of chipboard, something to protect your work surface, because when we're working with our blends, of course, we start off the edge of our paper, and you can see how pretty my scrap is. All right, so make sure you've got something here to protect your work surface as well. So with this one, I'm going to start with my Pacific Point. Okay, and so we're going to just circle on our ink pad. All right, it's just firm pressure. You don't have to press hard. And then coming off, and we're going to do little circular motions here onto our paper. Again, pick up some more ink, and then come to another random spot on here and circle around. And then let's do a third. All right, so we'll come over here again, circle around. So we're just randomly polishing or blending some of our ink here, and I'm going to do a little bit here on our insert as well. So that's it. We're done with the Pacific Point for right now. All right, then I'm going to come in with my Mango Melody, because of course when you blend your mango next to your Pacific Point, your blue and yellow is going to blur or blend, however you want to. All right, we're gonna do that on purpose, and we're gonna end up with a little bit of green there. See how it's starting to change just a little bit? So we don't really need a lot, but it's fun. Just come right around, let those, let that fun color chemistry do its thing, and get some dabs of green in there as well. So I'm gonna come in with this one. All right, so we got a little bit of green going on there too. All right, that should be good for our Mango Melody. All right, then I'm gonna come in with the polished pink. Again, when you mix your pinks and your yellows, your polished pink and your mango, this is going to blend together a little bit, and we're going to get a little bit of orange. All right. So that is one of the reasons I went with mango as opposed to the daffodil, because mango does have a little bit more of that orange property to it. All right, so just keep coming in and adding color till it gets as dark as you like. And let's come in over here. Again, you can see a little bit there where the pink met the blue resulted in a little bit of purple. All right, that's cool too. And just keep coming in, blend it as you like. Actually, on this one, I might not even need, I had my Gorgeous Grape ink pad here, but actually the way this is blending, I don't really think I need it. I think I'm just gonna keep adding just a little bit more pink here. All right, blend around that blue so I can get some of that fun purple. And I want my paint just a little bit darker. Of course, the juicier your ink pad, the more ink you're going to have on your brush. But I think that looks pretty cool there. Of course, you can tell that it's emboss resist. You see the shiny parts glinting there in the sun. All right, so let's bring in, I can't forget our little piece here. Okay, and then I'm going to use just a little bit of the purple, my Gorgeous Grape, here on the edge. This is for my little piece so that we can decorate the inside as well as the outside. Okay, so this little strip is going to go here on the inside of our card. All right, kind of fun to add just a little extra something in there to coordinate with the outside. All right, and then now that we've got this all, isn't that fun? All right, so our rainbow animal print emboss resist technique. All right, does that not remind you of a little bit of some of those Lisa Frank designs, the rainbow with the animal print? So fun. All right, so now we can adhere our sentiment piece. We're going to layer this on top. I'm just going to line up those right edges and go right down this strip. That's okay that the white hangs over a little bit. Just go ahead and put a little more adhesive down the back of that. I'm going to center this towards the right of my card here, and then we'll use some Stampin' Dimensionals, all right, to pop this up. So it's actually pretty simple, but you do need, like I said, 3 to 4 colors of ink, 1 pack of blending brushes there, and fun animal stamp set to pair with it. So what do you guys think? Is that not the coolest thing ever? I was so excited. I just thought that was nifty. And honestly, with all of that gold glimmer, you really don't need any embellishments. If you wanted to, we do have our opal rounds in color that has some polished pink in there. I was kind of thinking about that, but honestly, I think I like it better without anything. So what do you guys think? That is the polished pink. Isn't that cool? All right, so I know when it comes to colors, some of you love pink and some of you are more purple people. All right, so we're gonna still pull from, of course, polished pink is one of the in colors. I could have gone with Magenta Madness. I just thought that was just a little dark, a little too red for what I wanted. So I did pull in the polished pink, but the rest of the colors are from the Brights collection. So this purple here is Gorgeous Grape, and we are going to use our leopard print on this one. So we do still have heart gems. Let me see. I'm not sure if I have any on my, actually, I do. Is this what you're talking about, Pam? We do still have the heart gems. They're kind of opaque, pearlized, and then kind of a clearish color. Actually, we could use our, good idea, Pam. I'm going to use our polished pink Stampin' blend on this one. This is the dark polished pink, and just go ahead, color directly on your blends, right on your sheet here, directly onto the pearls. All right, and since it's good to do things in threes, although we do have a heart there, so I'm going to color 3 for good measure, but I might only use 2 of these. Okay. All right, good. Pam and I are on the same page. She says, color with the polished pink. Yep. All right, so we've got that. So let's pull. How about we put that one right over there? And then the little one is latching on, stuck to my finger right here. Oh, it's rolling around. Come on here. All right, let's just do that. And I actually think 3, 1, 2, and I think that one works good there. Although you could come in, we could like double heart that one and just do a little extra. Something like that. Or we could put it right on, what do you guys think? Off to the side, or, oops, I missed the glue dot with that one. Or should we put the little glue dot, whoops, put the glue dot back on it. Okay, and then, okay, that's why I use my snips to pick things up. My fingers are too, there we go. You can kind of like double heart or something like that. What do you guys think? Hey, Diana, hello, hello. All right, so this is our first card with our loved cats, our Like an Animal designer series paper. So we have a rainbow emboss resist technique. Really cool. All right, so we're just getting started here on the second card. So let me know, are you a pink person or a purple person? Do you have a preference? All right, so we have our polished pink, and then we have our gorgeous grape. Again, let's go ahead and thank you guys for all the hearts. Love that. All right, so again, we're using our love cats here. This time I'm going to use this one here. He's kind of draped over the back of the couch or something. Draped over the back of the chair, and I'm going to do the I love hanging out with you on this one. All right, so we're going to bring in our gorgeous grape. Again, I'm going to do a contrasting layer of basic black. That just makes those colors pop. Okay, so this is definitely, can't be afraid of color here. Just embrace those bold brights. And then, of course, on the inside, we've got our layer of basic white. Again, 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so this will just go right inside. Tuck that in. Okay, we're good. So, a couple things here as we get going. We've got our gorgeous grape, little contrasting piece, some basic white here for our sentiment. Of course, we have our leopard print and a piece for the inside. Okay, and then the other pieces we have here, we need a piece for our cat. All right, so we're gonna do something fun with that. So let's go ahead and let's get our sentiment and our cat stamped. Oh, I grabbed the wrong little pile. All right, like I said, we're using this other one here. So let's do our sentiment first. We're stamping our sentiment and our cat here in our tuxedo black memento. This basic white strip is about 1 inch by, I don't know, 3.5, 3.25. Doesn't really matter because that end's going to be tucked underneath something anyways. And then we need an extra. This time I'm actually going to fussy cut out the cat with this little roly-poly fella. It fits perfectly there on our stitched circle. But I wanted to embrace the fact that the little cat is kind of draped over the back of the chair, sofa, whatever it is here. So we're making sure we ink that up good with our basic black. I'm going to stamp this on a scrap. It's okay. I know that I got black ink there on those hearts. We're not going to use those anyways, so so it's okay. And then we're actually going to take our paper snips here. I do wish there were dies for these, but unfortunately there's not. So we're going to just come in around the edges. You can leave a little bit of white or not. Just do the best you can with fussy cutting here. All right, I realize that's not everybody's cup of tea, but at least the edges, there's no real detailed piece here. Just a little bit around his ears. And I'm actually going to just go around the whiskers. I'm not even going to get real close to them. Okay, so we got head, ears. Okay, so we're going to come in a little bit around this first whisker. And then we're going to just kind of wiggle in and out. Go around it a little bit, but I'm not getting in the nooks and crannies. Okay, then around that paw. So again, kind of keep your snips fairly still. Rotate your paper. That is a little trick there. And then come in. So this doesn't take too long. I know it's not as much fun as a die, but all right, you can always trim off if you feel like you get a little too much white. You can come back in and trim some of that up. All right to the edge. And then this little tail. Come in here. Okay, so his tail got too many little sharp points. So I'm going to trim off just a couple of those little bits. Kind of soften that up just a bit. Okay, so not too bad. He's cute. Uh-oh, you have a troll? Oh, well, somebody block it. Oh, yes. Yeah, we need to get rid of that. I can't do that when I'm just one person on my one phone here, but whatever you can do to report that, thank you. Janelle says, yes, this little kitty reminds her of our friend Kim. Has the cutest little fluffy kitten. I think he is part Maine Coon or something. A little fluff ball. And she named him Noah. And he gets into everything. She's always sharing pictures. He's climbing up the blinds. He's climbing up cabinets. Any little place he can get. So yes, this is cute. Kind of reminds us of Kim's little guy Noah. All right, and then for this, I'm actually going to pull in our double heart punch pack. These are in the annual catalog. All right, so we have our solid heart here, which I'm going to use with another piece of basic white. And then we have our scalloped heart, which I'm going to use with a contrasting layer here of the gorgeous grape. All right, so the nice thing is these hearts are in stock, or if you have them in your stash, then that's great. The new Country Lane Country Bouquet Heart Punch, unfortunately, is already out of stock until sometime in April. So if you like a couple of heart punches to use this time of year, then the double heart punch pack from the annual catalog is a really good heart for that. All right, so we're just making a little accent piece, and we'll place this on here. Our cat's actually going to kind of go through our heart. I thought that would be kind of cute. All right, so at this point, we are going to pull that scrap piece or chipboard back in here so we can add some more color. And whereas this first card, I kind of did all over random circles of colors, I thought I'd show you what it looked like if you went and kind of like rainbow formation, rainbow lines on this one. I keep realizing I'm kind of out of the camera view here. So we're going to use those same colors, our Pacific Point, our polished pink, our mango melody, and our little bit of gorgeous grape here. Again, circle on your ink pad to pick up some of that color. This time I'm going to go kind of from bottom corner up and across. All right, so we're going to do kind of a line of color here. And then we're going to come in with the yellow. Of course, like I said before, if you put blue and yellow next to each other, you'll get a little bit of green, which is kind of cool. All right, so we're going to overlap those a bit and go end to end on this. I actually like seeing that touch of green through there. I think that's kind of cool. All right, so keep working on that. And then we'll do our polished pink. Again, circle this in. It is a good, kind of handy to have some re-inkers if you're doing this with your blends quite a bit. I noticed my polished pink is getting kind of dry. So actually I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to re-ink this a little bit here. If you've never re-inked a pad, the re-inkers come in little bottles like this, and you just kind of weave it onto your ink pad, use the nozzle of the refill here to kind of work it in a little bit. Okay, looks like we've got lots of color there. And then notice the difference when I come in. Oh yeah, see how much, woohoo, look at how much brighter that is. Yeah, I definitely needed to to refill that. Okay, so again, I'm going to kind of overlap there on my mango so that we have a little bit of orange. Okay, and then we're going to come in with our gorgeous grape. All right, going to come in here, blend those in together. Okay, so I want to do a little bit of gorgeous grape right up here against the Pacific Point. I keep forgetting to do my little scrap piece too for the inside. Apologize if that's shaking the camera a little bit, but all right, so that's why I left the pink out, so I can come back in right up here on this corner, add a little bit more. Okay, and then just blend that in, soften it up. Okay. Come right in here. Okay, so I need a little bit of the mango on the end there. And we should be good. All right, so you can blend essentially in whatever patterns you can do all over random circles, or if you want to do something like this and do more like actual rainbow lines, you can do that too. The choice is yours. There's no right or wrong with this. Okay, so now we're going to adhere this piece. Our animal prints here, these are 3 3/4 by 5 for the front, and then the little strips are 3/4 or between 3/4 and an inch. Okay, I'll just add a little bit of that in there. Now your hands will get a little bit inky. If you do have, actually I do have a little bit of a paper towel handy, you could use that and actually buff this off a little bit. All right, that would help pick up any excess color. So what happened is those, the silver and the gold here, the metallic embossed portions resist the ink. All right, so that's why it's called emboss resist. All right, so if you do buff it a little bit, that will help prevent quite so much from getting on your fingertips. All right, so again, you can see I've got little ink smudges. That's the sign of a good crafter, right? Is inky fingers. A happy stamper has inky fingers. All right, so we're going to line these up. It's okay, my white is a little bit longer than the purple. Like I said, just go ahead and put a little bit of adhesive on the back. We'll line that up, and this extra part is going to be hidden here behind our hearts. So we'll put a couple of dimensionals, a little trio of dimensionals here on this, and then get that all ready. We'll angle that right here on the front. Super cute. Now we got our cute little kitty, our little Noah cat here, who's always into trouble. So that's be my Ziggy, my little Ziggy Stampin' kitty. Although she can be quite a handful at times too. She does pretty good. She's going to be 7 in May. And so she sleeps a good chunk of the day right now. But man, when she wakes up from her nap, she's ready to eat and then ready to go on a rip and tear and gets her little zoomies. So, all right, so then we'll put our cat right across the front here. Let the little tail take up some of that white space. And if you want to add a little extra something to this, we have the glossy dots that have the mango, magenta, the gorgeous grape, and then there's even some the blue. I think it's Coastal Cabana or something in there. Obviously, this is just a partial pack that I've got left here, but you could totally add these in. All right, the nice size with these is that you get one of each size, so they're already ready to go here for this little fun trio. And then we'll put the biggest one. Let's do that one right down in here. Okay, so that balances out nicely. So that's the glossy dots. These are in the annual catalog on the embellishments page there. All right, so we used just a couple, our colors, our card. This is a pretty simple card. We have our card base, a layer of basic black, and then our Like an Animal print designer series paper. And we did polished pink. We did some gorgeous grape with the basic black. We just used one stamp set. I love cats here, but you could pair it with any stamp set. Of course, for this particular technique, since we're using the animal prints, and I was going for kind of a Lisa Frank 80s look, then that's why I would use an animal stamp set. We have several. that would work for this. But you could you could do whatever you like here. But I thought those came out cute. I thought this was a fun technique that I hadn't quite seen before. It's kind of similar to the Joseph's coat technique, where you actually use the powdered embossing powder and melt that and things. But I always love it. I love designer series paper. I love when Stampin' Up! Already does the work for us. So they've already done the embossing, and we just have to come in here and add a little bit of color with our Stampin' blends. And fun, quick little layout, whatever little pop you want for your image. And then just a little piece of scrap there for your sentiment. But I thought that was a fun technique. It's one, I don't know if either I hadn't seen it before or I hadn't seen it in a long time. And again, everything, what's old is new again. So anything retro 80s is now back in style. So, so we might as well embrace it, right? Well, let's embrace the fluorescent neon colors and just go with it. So I thought that was lots of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. All right, Pam says that she does like the rainbow looking one. So yeah, so this, with the gorgeous grape card here, I did more stripes of color, and on the first one we did just kind of random splotches of color. So you can apply the color with your blending brushes however however you like, whatever you think is best. Aw, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Just reading through your comments here. So fun. I'm glad you guys joined me this afternoon. I hope you'll give it a try. Again, this is the Like an Animal Designer Series paper. I'll put a link in the comments too. But you have your cheetah print, your leopard, and on the back you have a solid as well. So one side of each sheet is the metallic embossed, and on the back side is a flat print. Then we have, of course, like the fish, the mermaid scales. We have the zebra. This one is like crocodile. Isn't that cool? And then we have the giraffe here. Really neat. So lots of fun. All right, one pack is good. You can make a lot of cards with it too. I'd love to see what animal combinations that you guys make, and let me know if you're team pink or purple here, if you have a favorite. All right, thank you guys so much. Yes, David needs to join me again for another comedic card making session. He's been pretty busy lately, so I'll have to get him in here again soon. Aw, thank you guys so much. Happy stamping. Have fun. Enjoy the weekend. And we'll see you next week. All right, and just in case, got a couple days left of January. I'll be wrapping up my host code 9XNXPUKG. Of course, I've got some fun, fabulous tutorials. I've got a little mini card kit featuring the Country Floral Lane collection for your free gift with a $30 order or more. So take advantage of that. It's celebration. Get your freebies. All right, free with 50 here in the US. Some items free with 100. No limit. You can get as many free items as you can collect. And thank you so much. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.